Hello fellow traders again. With this short video, my intention is to explain the core supply and demand rules, the strategy itself, in a few slides. I'm not going to use any kind of screenshot or live markets to show you how this works. I just want you to understand the concepts and then try to apply them on any live chart. Okay, so let's go step by step. And I will do some drawings like childish drawings so you can see how that works. Okay, so first thing, we have the realignment. That's the core rule. If the week monthly, we will choose 3 time frames. In this case, monthly, weekly, and daily. You can use weekly, daily, 4 hour, daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, anything. I'm using this one. So monthly is up, weekly is up, daily is up. What do? We buy areas of demand on the daily. They have to be well formed, strong imbalance, etc., etc., etc. Okay, we already know. Okay, so if the daily is out of alignment, then we cannot take any longs on the daily time frame. We have to lean on a bigger time frame area of demand, the weekly. So where we'll look is for a daily areas of demand, because the daily is always our execution and entry time frame inside the weekly area of demand, here or there at the proximal line. We don't know, but we need daily areas of demand, a weekly areas of demand, because the daily is out of alignment. We no longer can go long on the daily. So if the weekly is out of alignment as well, both of them, our entry time frame is the daily time frame. So if the month is still trending up, we will look for areas of demand on our entry time frame, which is this one, daily, inside the monthly proximal line or distal line. We don't care. There has to be one great level of demand. But that doesn't always happen. Many times price does not retrace to these imbalances. Why? Okay, because price does not move in straight lines. There are many obstacles price can come across with on its way to our entry. When one of these obstacles is reached, price usually does not retrace, sorry for that, to our entry. Sorry for that again. Okay, so what happens? There are several obstacles here. Price does not retrace to our area because it finds higher time frame imbalance in control. Okay, because we find a sloping trending trend line confluence, like the weekly or the monthly bullish trend line when we are talking about an uptrend here. Okay, or a higher time frame 20 EMA confluence. So many times price will fall short of retracing to our entries because of these obstacles. It's at these confluences that we will be waiting for a new imbalance to be formed to continue trading in the same bigger picture direction. So if the monthly is still up and price does fall short of hitting the monthly area of demand because there is a trend line, then we wait for a daily while long a new level of demand. As simple as that. Those are the rules. So let's do something like that. So we've got here the monthly chart. Monthly is in an uptrend, weekly is in an uptrend, and daily is in an uptrend. So while that is going on, okay, so price is rallying and rallying and rallying. So every time there is a single area of demand on the daily, okay, we buy the pullbacks. Okay, so new area over there created, and then price pulls back, and then we go long at the area of demand on the daily. Price continues to go higher. Okay, new area of demand created over here, then we go long here until we are very high in the range. If there is a weekly area of supply here, price will probably retrace to that area, and then we can't go long on the daily. We have to wait for that bigger time frame than the one in control. This is a weekly area, so we wait for a weekly area of demand over here instead of a daily. Okay, so what happens is this: that price is trending up. This is the daily. I'm going to draw the daily. Okay, price is trending up on the daily like that, and we have the areas of demand low in the range, and we take the areas of demand on the way up. But then suddenly we have this, the small candlestick there. Oops, sorry. Small candlestick, and the trend line is broken. or one area of demand on the daily is eliminated. When that happens, then the daily is no longer up. Okay, so we create a new area of supply over here that establishes like the ceiling resistance over there, but we're still uptrending because the monthly and the weekly are up. Now the daily is out of alignment. The daily is not longer up. So what do? We try to find an area of demand lower, but on the weekly. Probably it could be there. Okay, so if there is a weekly area of demand here and we're still trending up on the monthly and all that, then we take a daily area of demand inside, okay, the weekly area of demand over there. So we take that long and then we rally. Okay, so that would be the scenario when the daily is out of alignment. We wait for the weekly area of demand. If that area of demand is out of alignment on the weekly, then we have to wait for a bigger retracement and take a daily area of demand inside the monthly area of demand. But imagine the price continues to rally higher. Okay, so now this is demand on the weekly chart. Okay, demand. This is the weekly. Okay, let's say that's the weekly. So weekly demand. So whoops, gone. Well, this is the weekly demand zone. So price continues to rally higher, and then a new area on the weekly was over here of demand, and price sloping up. Okay, weekly already in an uptrend. Then this is the EMA. Okay, this is the EMA on the weekly. So what happens here is that many times this is what happens. We can have now, let me draw this a little bit better, something like that. So let me clean this. Let me do this. Okay, so what happens is that we have this weekly area of demand over here that was retraced. We had a retracement there, and then once price continues to rally higher, we have created another weekly area of demand over there. Let me use another color over there. So now on the way up, we can connect. That is, and imagine that we can connect the trend line like that on the weekly. So the daily over here, we would have like a smaller trend line here. This would be like the daily. Imagine, you have to use your imagination. Okay, so imagine this is you can see the daily inside the weekly. So this is the weekly chart. Okay, so this is the ascending trend line on the daily. So there is a daily area of supply created right there once the trend line is broken. Okay, so daily is out of alignment. So what do we need to do? Rules say that we need to wait for the opposing area of demand on a higher time frame area of demand, which is the weekly, which is here. The weekly is here. So price, we are expecting price to drop there, and then we take daily areas of demand inside the weekly area of demand because we are uptrending on the weekly and the monthly. But there are obstacles. Which kind of obstacles? Okay. Oops. I deleted that by accident, sorry. This is what happens in life. Well, so we had this. Okay, and we had that. Sorry for that, my friends. So we had like something like that. I don't know, something like that. And we had trend line on the weekly, and this is the trend line on the daily. Here, broken. Once broken, we have supply. So what happens is that we are expecting price to reach this area of demand on the weekly. There is a confluence against us, which is the ascending trend line on the weekly. Could be something like this better, okay, because this hasn't happened yet. So it falls short by a few points, or maybe 500 pips, I don't know. So price drops there with the trend line confluence and the 20 EMA and falls short of hitting the weekly area demand. So there we wait for a brand new daily descending trend line that breaks, price rallies, new area demand while on, and then we take that long. So this is what would happen in this scenario when we have the confluences. So on the way up, we will have confluences with weekly, okay, and even bigger time frame, areas, confluences. Sorry. So let me make the monthly bigger. Okay. So when price is going up and not going up and all that, if we have price retracing to one of these areas, the monthly or the weekly, okay, then what would we do? So we wait for price to reach that area. The descending trend line on the daily will be broken on our end time frame, and a new area of demand will be created. So once we get price rallying, 2 to 1, consolidation away, good structure at the base, whatever, and then we take the long, if we still have room to the opposing area of supply on the monthly and all that. So the same happens with the monthly. This is a bigger price retraces, remove this weekly area of demand, and price continues to drop lower, hits the monthly area of demand before, monthly ascending trend line before reaching the monthly area of demand down there. So probably there is a 20 EMA as well there, or not. One of the two could happen. So there, what do? Again, the same thing. We wait for the daily area, daily trend line to be broken. 2 to 1 imbalance, consolidation away, good base, good structure, nice departure, and we take it long with the confluence of the monthly area, monthly trend line. And that's everything there is to the strategy, my friends. The rest of it is experience, screen time. You will need at least 1 year and a half or even more to be able to gain confidence in this. And there are no shortcuts. Okay, but once you understand this, everything will change on your trading, because you will see the zones like the matrix. But there is no magic about it. There are no shortcuts. There is not a cable or an injection. You can put it in the back of your neck, okay, in your head, the back of your head, in the neck, and learn how to do this. The only way to learn is by committing, suffering, going through really, really bad moments until you have these aha moments that will allow you to understand how this works. And it is like that. I mean, in every craft, every business, every job, in the beginning, it's just you are struggling to understand things, and then after a few years, the novice comes to the office, and then you are the one who's teaching that guy, because he doesn't know anything about the job. So it's always the same thing. So remember, you just need practice. If you go to the university to study any career, it will take you, at least in Spain, 5 years average. Plus then you go for the PhD or whatever, and then you go to one of these companies for practice, and you will spend like 7-8 years of your life trying to work for the career that you've studied at the university. And here, when we are doing trading, we just want to learn this overnight in 1, 2, 3 months and be profitable. This is the hardest job you will ever undertake. This is very complicated. To me, is my humble opinion, it is the hardest job you will ever make in your life, because it's you are your enemy. You are the boss, you are the employer, the employee. You set the rules, you break the rules, you set the risk and all that. So there's nobody else behind you telling you what to do. You decide everything, and we are not prepared for that. We are neither prepared to think in a statistical mode. We don't have the mind, our brains prepared for that. So we take the losses, we allow them to influence us on the result of the next trades. A robot, a machine, couldn't allow that to happen, but as a human being, we are emotional beings, we allow that to happen. So if you understand these rules, you will be able to see light in the charts. You will see, but please lean on the clear levels. I mean, you just have to look at the chart and say, yeah, that way, that area is the one I want to go long or to go short, because it stands out. They always stand out. Okay, so just lean on them and allow those areas to help you in your learning curve. Don't try to go counter trend without opposing areas to be removed. Don't try to outsmart the markets, because the markets will always win. I mean, you are the one who is feeding the big boys, so trade with them. That's all I need to say. So these are the rules, as simple as that, but it's very complex. So don't underestimate the rules and the markets. You have to focus on learning and testing, and if you contribute in the community, even better, because the best way to learn is to teach others and to help others, because the others will ask you questions that will challenge the knowledge of that matter in that subject, in this case supply and demand. So if you try to analyze the charts even deeper, you will understand and will have some aha moments that will allow you to understand the strategy even better than before, because you are contributing to helping others. Okay, this is why one of the reasons why you can see me doing the analysis so fast, because I've been doing this for 3 years now in the community, and I just see a chart in a snap of a second. I know if something's wrong. I will always be wrong many times, but that's part of the rules. That's part of the game, my friends. And that's it. Okay, that's it. Let me summarize it. Again, all the time frames up, we buy areas of demand on the daily. Daily out of alignment, we buy areas of demand inside a weekly area of demand. Weekly out of alignment, we buy daily areas of demand because the daily is our end time frame inside the monthly area of demand. But price could reach some of these obstacles: high time frame imbalance in control, trend line confluence on the monthly or the weekly, intermediate and top time frame, or a higher time frame 20 EMA on the intermediate and top time frame. That's everything. Thanks a lot. Hope you liked it. Bye bye.